Trent's a queso queen.
I'm not a queso queen.
Yeah.
This stuff's really good though. I don't even know.
It is.
I don't know who makes it. Salsa queen.
Salsa queen for the queso queen.
Queso chipotle.
You say chipotle?
Chipotle.
Okay.
Chiplote. Chipolote.
Oh boy.
Chipapate. Hey, what's up YouTube? We're making this video for you kind of in the future. The last video that we released had a to be continued ending with a disaster with the countertop, and we don't have any footage for the follow-up video showing you exactly what went wrong. So
Because Trent was crying because he really messed up the countertop, and then he told me not to film it. Which, you know, it happens, so...
yeah, it's a really long story, but no, none of that happened. None of that happened. Anyway, when I cut the countertop, I cut the hole for the sink, and the jigsaw kind of chipped up some of the cut, so I got the router and I used a bit that's actually going to round out the edge, and I was cutting from the bottom with the jigsaw, and when I decided to use the router to smooth out the edges, I forgot to flip the countertop over so that I smoothed out the edge that was going to be facing upwards. So I used the router and I smoothed out the edge that's going to be underneath. So the problem that presents is when you mount the undermounted sink, that angle that's cut where the undermounted sink goes creates like a little space for any water that runs off the countertop to go into this space in between the sink and the counter, and that was going to create a problem. But we didn't buy a new butcher block to like attempt to make a countertop. We just kind of winged it.
We dealt with it.
Yeah.
Because that's van life.
Yeah, that's van life.
Even though we are in a house filming this right now.
Yeah, it's not van life yet, but it is van life. Anyway, so we rectified the problem. There'll be some follow-up footage where you can see the actual countertop itself. We've coated it with epoxy, so
that was
if
its
I
own
went,
adventure.
Yeah, that was its own adventure.
Actually, that was probably a worse adventure.
Huge pain, actually still a huge pain in the butt.
And cut to that footage.
We are going to be putting an epoxy layer or an epoxy coating finish on the butcher block countertops and table that we made out of a butcher block slab that we got from Home Depot. Right now I'm just using some rubbing alcohol to kind of clean any grease or grime or sawdust or anything that might be on the top of the butcher block before we actually put the coating on. Alright, now that we used some rubbing alcohol to clean off the butcher blocks, get all any oil or dirt or sawdust or anything like that off of them. Now you got to mix your resin and the hardener in equal parts. So you just want to use containers that you can easily see a measurement on. So these jars that I'm using are identical. Alright, well, here goes nothing. And then you want to start mixing this stuff. And I've seen a lot of tutorials that basically show people that don't mix it well enough, or they do like side by sides where they mix one really well and then don't mix one very good at all. And the ones that they don't mix very good tend to set up really soft, and then you end up with a surface that's not going to be very abrasive or abrasion resistant. It's not going to hold up to damage very well.
And yes, we will use this French press after for coffee.
Yeah, I'm going to use it here in like an hour.
Are you going for a certain consistency or color? How do you know when it's well mixed?
I have no idea. I've never done this before. I'm just kind of winging it. Maybe it'll turn out good, maybe it won't. If not, hopefully you learn from my mistakes. We put a coat of epoxy on the countertops last night. Well, not actually the countertop, but the table and the cutting board that we're gonna use that's made out of the butcher block. Got the keys. Open the garage. We're gonna see, we put a skim coat on it to kind of fill in all the cracks and get all the air bubbles and stuff out. And then we came back and put on a real coat, and I don't know, we'll let you check it out. So this is basically 2 coats of epoxy. Looking pretty good. The butcher, or the cutting board only got 1 coat. You can see how bubbly and impure and gross it looks. But this one looks a lot better. I wasn't worried too much about the sides because it's going to be kind of inset in the drawer, which is going to be the table. You can see like how the lights in the ceiling are reflecting off this thing. It's a mirror finish. It's awesome. It's pretty cool. It's like only like 20 bucks for like enough to do both of these pieces pretty much. It's cheap stuff. Oh, what's the little Franker boy doing? What are you doing, Frank? You're not supposed to be in here. You get hair on the countertop. Yep. Go ahead. Get on out of here. But we're not super worried about it being absolutely perfect. 1, it's a van, and 2, never done this type of finishing. 3, even if it looks like crap, it's going to be super durable, and that's really why we did it, is to make sure that it was going to be durable and not get damaged overusing it. So I'm happy with it. I think it turned out pretty well.
Now they've seen the epoxy.
Okay, now that you guys have seen the epoxy, we're gonna kind of explain, I don't know, I totally just lost my train of thought with that stuff.
We got a new camera and we can see ourselves right now, and we've never been able to see ourselves while we're filming. It's very distracting.
Yeah.
It's very weird. Normally we just use a GoPro and that's...
Yeah, normally it's just kind of like you film yourself and then you don't really see what's going on until it's on the computer and you're like, oh, that footage sucks. And it's too late, you already did it.
Yeah.
But being able to see it while it happens definitely helps. So yeah, we would have just taken the camera and went and filmed what the butcher block looks like right now, but as of current day, it's epoxied and installed in the van, even though some of these videos are kind of delayed. It takes us a while to get everything edited and put up onto YouTube. So yeah, we can't take you out and show it to you, or else you'll see all this stuff in the van that's been done and you'd be like, what happened to the last 3 weeks of work? So we're gonna continue with our old videos until we're caught up, and hopefully you guys enjoy. If you guys enjoy any of our videos, van life, building, touring cities, mountain biking, reviews, anything, make sure you like the video, leave us a comment. We'd love to hear what you guys think. Don't forget to subscribe. If you do subscribe, you can click the little bell. That's a notification so that YouTube will like shoot you an email and stuff when we post a new video. That way you guys can stay up to date on what we're doing. New van should be done
2 weeks.
in a month or so. Well, we'll see.
2 weeks.
We'll see. Alright, well, you wrap it up?
Yeah. Hit the like and subscribe. And,
Like, subscribe, comment.
yeah.
Whatever else you guys want to do,
Do all of
let
the
us
things.
know. If you want to see something from us, let us know. Thanks
We
for
mostly
watching.
enjoy reading your comments. So
We
just
enjoy
comment.
reading your comments.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Have a great day, YouTube.
The dog smells like fish butt right now.
Our dog smells like fish butt. We
It's
don't know
so
what's wrong with him. His butt smells like fish.
And then he licks it, and then his breath smells like fish butt.
Yeah. Then he licks Allie's face with his fish butt mouth. It's really gross.
I do not let him do that to me.